All right, number 29. It says the table below shows the area of several states, and Delaware has an area of 2,000 square miles, which is true if Delaware is included in the data set. Well, notice in your table that this is in thousands, so if we were to add, that would not be a 2,000 we're adding, we're just adding a 2 to the table because it's already in thousands. Look at your smallest number. It's 6. Biggest number, 59. So how would that 2 compare? That's right, it'd be way smaller. So what would happen to the mean or the average if it was way smaller? That's right, it would lower it. So it's not increases, so A can't be right. What about the range? That's just the highest number minus the lowest number. Currently, 59 minus 6 is 53. What if we added that 2 in there? 59 minus 2 would be 57. So our range actually increases from 53 to 57 if we add that. So that's not right. So without getting a calculator out or doing any crazy calculations, we've already given ourselves a 50-50 chance. Okay, and C and D are going to be a little more challenging. I'm going to jump ahead to D, where it says the standard deviation increases. Do you remember what standard deviation is? It's how far it deviates or varies from the mean or the average. So if you have a bunch of numbers that are really close to each other, then you're not going to have much variance at all, are you? But if you have numbers that are far away, like 2, remember if we added 2 into that data set, it's far away from the average, isn't it? It's way smaller than the other numbers. So that tells me that the variance, or how far it's deviating, is going to increase. So I already know it's going to be D. But let's go ahead and prove that the interquartile range does not decrease. So remember, to do that we just find the median and then find the median of the median, basically. So I'll set that up. I'm going to write them from least to greatest. So to find my median without, we're going to start marking off 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. So my median is going to be halfway between 12 and 46, so I can add those numbers up and divide by 2. So we'd get 58 divided by 2, 29. Now to find the lower quartile, it's everything that's to the left of that median. So left, right, left, right. We have 2 middle numbers there, the 9 and the 11. So add them up and divide by 2 and we get 10. So that would be called our lower quartile. Now to find our upper quartile, same thing. Look at everything to the right or above the median. So 46, 59, and then we have 2 middle numbers, and they're the same. So if I add them up and divide by 2, I still get 54. So those are my 2 quartiles, 54 and 10. So that interquartile range is 54 minus 10, which gives us, that's right, 44. So now let's see what it would be with the 2 in there. So left, right, let's just keep canceling until we find our middle numbers. And we have, the middle number is 12, and then we have 4 numbers to the left of that, so I can cross off right, 2 middle numbers. Halfway between 6 and 9, just add them up and divide by 2. We'd get 15 divided by 2 is 7.5. 7.5. That's our lower quartile. Look at everything above the median. So 46, 59. We have 2 middle numbers, so it's 54. And you can see right away, if we do 54 minus 7.5, it's going to be a number bigger than our 44. And actually it would be 46.5. So did the range, interquartile range, increase or decrease? It went up 2.5, so it didn't decrease. So we just proved why C is not correct. All right, number 30. A college surveyed 3,500 of its students to determine if the students preferred music, movies, or sports. The results of the survey are shown in the relative frequency table below. How many more seniors than juniors were included in the survey? Well, that tells me I need to find out how many seniors there were, and then find out how many juniors there were, and then just subtract. So that's how I'm going to go about this. And I do know the total is 3,500. So I'm going to use the decimals they gave me there, so 0.08, 0.09, and 0.10. I'm going to add those up to give me my total number of seniors, and add those decimals up and you get 17 plus 10, that'd be 0.27. And that's 0.27 of 3,500, or 27% of 3,500. So I'm just going to, I know that of means to multiply, so I'm just going to do 0.27 times 3,500. That tells me the number of seniors. That gives me 945 seniors. Now let's figure out how many juniors we have. Let's add up those three decimals they gave us there, the 0.10, 0.06, and 0.08, and we get 0.24 for the number of juniors. Again, if we multiply that by 3,500, because it's 24% of 3,500, means to multiply, then we get 840. So again, it says how many more, so we're going to subtract those numbers, and 945 minus 840 gives us 105. So the key thing to remember here is, if they give you the total, these decimals represent the percents written as decimals for each category. So if you want to find the total number of music, you'd add up the music column and then multiply it by 3,500, and that would give you how many students like music. If you want to find out how many students like movies, you'd add up that column and then multiply it by the total, the 3,500. That would be how many students like movies. And I bet you're one of those students, aren't you?